Hey, gang. I wanted to, first of all, we haven't sat down and just chatted in quite a while, but talk about something, fairly serious. At least it's serious for me, and it is all the problems I've been having with my hand. And share some of the things that have helped me, and hopefully, not hopefully, I hope nobody else has this, but if any of you else have the same condition that I do, maybe you have some things that have helped you as well. So, about a month or so ago, I started having hand problems. Long story short, you can go to the guitar collection video I did. I mentioned my index fingers hurting. Well, come to find out, I had developed psoriatic arthritis in my hand. Now, if you don't know what that is something that is accompanied from just having psoriasis. Now, I've dealt with psoriasis, which is a nasty disease, for years and years and years, but it has never attacked my joints before. And it's an autoimmune disease, so there's no cure for it. Like, there's nothing that you can really do. You can just help manage the symptoms of it. So my index finger started hurting. I mentioned it in that video, and it was just a few days later, all of my fingers, the joints, literally felt like when I was trying to play the guitar, like I was just getting stabbed. Like, it was these crazy sharp pains. My hands were all swollen and stiff. Like, I couldn't close my fist like this. It would stop kind of like halfway. I'm like, man, what is going on with my hands? Well, psoriatic arthritis, which is different than rheumatoid, or however you I'm going to pronounce stuff wrong. I'm a guitarist. Different from that. So the plus side is that you have flare-ups with psoriasis and apparently with psoriatic arthritis. So it can go away and go dormant. What it has done for me is made me super analyze everything about my playing, huge diet changes, just so many things that I realized like I need to do different to fight inflammation, and it has helped a bunch. So you'll see when my hand's feeling good, you might get multiple videos in a week. When my hand's not feeling good, you might only get one video that week. Like the Jakey Lee video that I did, that took me a little over a week to shoot because I just shot a couple riffs a day, and would rest my hand and rest my hand and rest my hand and so on. But a couple things that I've learned so far. One, I'm not going to play guitar in this video, but the video I just posted about the Tom Anderson, how easy it is to play, this guitar has been an absolute lifesaver for me for the past month and a half, however long it's been, because it plays so much. And I have great guitars that play easy and all that kind of stuff, but this was just on a whole nother level. It really allowed me to keep playing and practicing just because it took such little effort, and it made me realize how hard I was squeezing the strings with my left hand. I have lightened my touch so much on the guitar now, and there have been, I think, some really good things come from all this hand pain. Like I said, very aware about my diet. I'm not here to talk about, like, I'm eating healthy. No, you should eat healthy. But, cut out, all processed food, processed sugars, all that stuff, as much as possible. I mean, I'm a foodie, so I'm going to have some of that stuff. But a lot of it has been cut out of my diet now, and it has helped a ton. Like, I've regained these three fingers. My index finger is still having some issues. I can feel the tendon in here, like, click back and forth whenever I roll my finger down. And it's just because I have a lot of inflammation still in this joint. And it's made me realize how much I use my index finger on the guitar. And one of the things with the psoriatic arthritis is it can attack any of your joints, but it does seem to target joints that have already established damage, which makes total sense why my left hand would be attacked and not so much my right hand, because it's like, oh yeah, well, I've been playing guitar for 20 years at this point. My joints probably are kind of damaged on this hand just from use. Now, the other thing that I have realized is that I was not warming up correctly on guitar. And sorry if this is a boring video. Like I said, I don't expect many of you to watch it, but just, I appreciate you guys, and I want to kind of let you know what's going on. I've discovered something with warming up. Before, I would turn on music, I'd turn on distortion, amp, whatever it is, and then warm up. If you don't turn any of that stuff on, you actually warm up. Because, you know, you have delay and distortion and all that stuff, and you start playing, and before you know it, you're actually playing and doing like licks and all that kind of stuff versus warming up. So I have established a very strict warm-up routine. So I do want to hop in here real quick, take the glove off, and show you guys, before I even actually play guitar, I warm my hand up beforehand. And one of the things that I do is set up exercises. One of them is called the duck, where I go like this. It sets of 10 of these. And I do these things first thing in the morning too, to really get my hands moving. And the next one is I go like this, and you just move the top point of your joint, top part of your joints. Okay, again. Then I do a full fifth. Look at that. I can close my hand. I can close my hand now. Dude, what a victory. For me, it was a victory. I do sets of those. I come up here. I spread my fingers like this. Again, sets of 10. And then I do one that is called tracing, where you go through and you trace your fingers, and you do it again, and so on. So those have helped me get my hands warmed up to warm up on playing guitar. So I definitely wanted to show that, because that has been a big help for my hands. Like the Steve Vai 10-hour workout thing, Joe Satriani's, you know, all those things, spider exercises, all of it. Man, I spend about 30 minutes really warming up my hand. So more positives on this, because I don't want to make a video just whining and complaining. I think that I've learned some really valuable things from this. When my hand was hurting at its most, I really couldn't bend the strings, so it made me use my whammy bar a lot more, and I actually liked a couple of the things that I started to develop. Instead of bending, I would bar and add vibrato that way, or I would bend and do the vibrato with the bar, and I'm like, well, I've been doing this stuff all along. You know, I was like, okay, it's kind of teaching me to play a different way. I'm adapting to what my hand is capable of in those moments. So I thought that was kind of cool. I forgot to mention two things. One of them is I started wearing this copper bracelet with magnets in it. No clue if it's helping or not. Everything online just says it's placebo, but I figure part of most struggles is mental, so man, I'll take some placebo effect. But the one thing that has really helped my hand out a lot are wearing these compression gloves. It probably seems like I'm just trying to be a cool guy with finger, you know, gloves and all that kind of stuff. No, this is a compression glove, and it has really helped. So if you have not tried one of these and you have joint issues, man, this has helped me so much. I can't wear it while I'm playing, but when I'm not playing, this thing has really helped. So that's what's going on. The final thing I will mention that I've changed as well is how appreciative I am of the time I get to play. So some days I get to play an hour, some days it was 30 minutes, some days it was 2 or 3 hours. But what I do make sure is that whatever time I get to play before my hand starts bothering me, is that I'm really focused on learning something. I'm not just sitting up here goofing off for 30, 40 minutes and then like maybe there's like 10 minutes of practice. I am really focused on stuff, whether I'm learning a lick, working on a video, whatever it is. I'm like, I need to use my time much more wisely until my hand, you know, either the arthritis goes dormant and then maybe I get full function back in my hand. It hasn't like changed, like I can still play all the same stuff. It's just, you know, how long can I do it before my hand starts hurting, and then I try to like pay attention to that a lot. So anyways, that's what's going on. Sorry for talking your ear off. I'll have more guitar videos coming to you soon. Who knows, I might not even post this one. I might get to editing it and just being like, oh my god, it just sounds so whiny. But just know that I appreciate you guys and all your support. And man, I'm still picking and grinning over here. Just a little speed bump along the way. So anyways, bye homies.